Today is the 17th regular meeting of the Lake County Board of Commissioners. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Dear God, bless our meeting today. May our discussions be fruitful, our decisions wise, and our community strong. Amen. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Present.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Here.
Commissioner Regovich.
Here. You have before you the minutes of the regular meeting of April 24th, 2025. Do we have a motion to approve waiving the reading of the same?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes. This brings us to public portion. Anybody wishing to address the board on the agenda items only, please raise your hand. You'll have 3 minutes after stating your name and address for the record to talk in the first public portion. Any takers? First public portion? See, we have none. We'll move on to resolutions.
In special resolutions, resolution proclaiming May 2025 Foster Parent Recognition Month in Lake County, Ohio.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. President,
Yes.
very grateful to see a lot of the folks who facilitate our foster parents here with us today. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Foster parents are saints. They really are. They're folks who give everything that they are, not just a donation or a little bit of volunteer work. They share their entire self with the next generation who didn't have parents of their own to raise them. And in so doing, they don't just help a kid, they build a family. And by building a family, they build the future of Lake County, Ohio, the United States, and the world. Because there is no greater impact that a single human being can have than raising a child. And so there aren't words of thanks sufficient for that great endeavor and work, but it's the least we can do to recognize National Foster Care Month.
Thank you. I will echo that sentiment. Also, I think here on the cusp of Mother's Day, what better way to show that is taking care of our kids, are those most vulnerable, and giving them a home and love and those things that we all need as children. For you to help facilitate that, all of you, I don't know how you do it, but my hat's off to you, and you have my deepest appreciation. So,
I couldn't say anything better or more appropriate than the two gentlemen to my right. So,
Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes. Is anybody here to speak upon that? Or?
Of course. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioners, for adopting that resolution. We are always grateful for the opportunity to highlight the work of our foster parents. And I did ask Jean Tetrick, the supervisor of our substitute care unit, to come up and just say a few additional words about the foster parents of Lake County. And thank you to all three of you for what you said today.
Of course, I wasn't going to not let my opportunity to speak to go by, right?
We appreciate it.
Yes, I'm back. We're here in May, and thank you for all of the support and that you give Lake County and our foster parents every year. This is the month where we see them, recognize them, let them know how great they are. We currently have 38 foster parents here in Lake County, and always want more if anybody's listening out there. So thank you for all of your support, and the foster parents for Lake County also thank you.
Thank you. So we do have a proclamation for you to acknowledge that, so it's not official till you get your picture done. So
I'm ready.
Resolution proclaiming May 2025 Older Americans Month in Lake County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Commissioner?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I think it's fair to say that this Board of Commissioners has always had special care and concern for our growing senior population in Lake County. I'm very proud of the fact that we've come together to not only pass, but to expand our senior discount for Lake County water and sewer fees. It's now 30% for anyone on lake water and sewer from the Department of Utilities. Randy Roethlisberger was very integral to getting that done for our county. I'm very pleased that we dedicate a senior levy. Not every county has that, to make sure that our residents are taken care of. And I see representatives from the Lake County Council on Aging and Lake Tran and other organizations that use those dollars to serve our seniors. And I want to also give a special thank you to those who volunteer along with Aaliyah on our senior advisory panel to make sure that the commissioners don't just vote, we have direct impact, we have direct consideration from the seniors who live in Lake County and need these services to make sure that we're as responsive as we can be. So I think that our declaration of Older Americans Month isn't just a symbol, it really reflects the commitment that the commissioners and really all of Lake County has to make sure this isn't just the best place to live, it's also the best place to retire.
Commissioner, anything to add?
He says it better every time.
He gets paid to talk. But I have a special place in my heart for the older people in our county. I loved as a mayor going to the senior centers and cooking, and they enjoyed my cooking, which was good. I don't know how good it was, but they loved the fact that you participated and made them part of the community, and they want to be part of the community, and that's exciting for me to see. Seniors aging in place is a big deal. How we can facilitate that the best that we can, I think we should always continue to strive for that. So it's exciting that we acknowledge them here today. And I think Aaliyah is going to come up, and our own Aaliyah.
All right, thank you, Commissioners. So each May, we come together to celebrate Older Americans Month, a time to recognize the contributions of older adults in our community. This year's theme, Flip the Script on Aging, encourages us to move beyond outdated perceptions and instead see aging as a time of growth, purpose, and continued impact. Here in Lake County, we are proud to reflect that spirit. Older adults are not only recipients of services, they are leaders, volunteers, and essential pillars of strength and vitality in our community. Today, we are honored to be joined by several of our senior service providers, including Lake Tran, the Lake County Council on Aging, Lifeline, Project Hope, Adult Protective Services, and Catholic Charities. Before introducing our other speakers, I just want to share some exciting news. The Board of Commissioners has been awarded a federal AmeriCorps senior grant of more than $126,000 annually for the next 3 years to enhance volunteer outreach and engagement efforts. This significant funding will support initiatives focused on mobilizing volunteers aged 55 and older by creating meaningful opportunities to serve while deepening our community partnerships. Securing this grant was highly competitive and speaks volumes about the strength of our local programs and the growing importance of supporting the aging population. I'd like to thank the board for your continued commitment and support to making Lake County a place where all residents can thrive. Now I'd like to invite Ben Capel from Lake Tran to say a few words about an exciting new initiative, followed by Joe Tomsick from the Council on Aging and Carrie Dotson from Lifeline.
Hey, thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you, commissioners. And that thank you is really, heartfelt. Lake County Commissioners appoint all of Lake Tran's Board of Trustees, and it's your diligence and hard work in selecting good people to be on our board that lets us do the things we do. So I really appreciate all the support and effort you guys spend finding the right folks for us. With that, I'm excited to say that, we've had a partnership for years to provide free rides for seniors to the senior centers. Through some creative work with Aaliyah this year and your office, we have reduced the cost to the levy to provide that, and we are expanding the destinations, and I won't remember all of them, but, metro parks, libraries, groceries, and pharmacies are now going to be some of the places that seniors can go without having to pay a fare on the bus. So, we know every dollar counts for seniors, and this should really hopefully help them access some of those things that they don't always end up prioritizing over medical care and things like that. So we hope that this, change to this program with your support is really going to help, seniors get out and do more things. And, part of our mission statement says with special emphasis for seniors and people with disabilities. And so this is part of, our effort to really focus service improvements on the senior community. And that just started this month with Older Americans Act. So that's, that's why I'm here. And I just want to say thank you. And we are very excited to get, more service to more seniors. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Where's Joey? There he is.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you so much for this recognition today. So well deserving. This is nothing new for Lake County. As you mentioned, Commissioner Regovich, seniors have always held a special place in the heart of Lake County. Believe it or not, I think the need to focus on our older adults in Lake County all began back in around 1967 at Lakeland Community College. Actually, when a group of concerned citizens led by Ruth Densmore noticed that older adults right here in Lake County were struggling. There was a glaring lack of social services, and many seniors were struggling with just everyday needs and not feeling connected or supported. Well, we've come a long way, and this recognition today means so much to all of us, all of the partners of the Senior Service Levy Coalition, and we are very proud of all of our partners. Today, the Council on Aging connects with close to 1,000 seniors every day, every single day, whether it's helping with daily needs, delivering meals, connecting them with social work services, just checking in with a friendly voice. Everything we do is focused on helping our seniors live independent lives, aging in place. So this proclamation means a great deal to us, and it marks the beginning of a month of celebrating older residents of Lake County. This weekend, Commissioners, if any of you are runners, the Council on Aging is hosting its first 5K, 1 mile. Everyone's looking at. Okay, great. Yeah. So, okay, we'll see you there. It's at the. Okay, right. Lake County Fairgrounds this Sunday on Mother's Day. Actually, it's called Miles for Mom, and so we're very proud of where we started and how far we've come, and of course where we're headed. So thank you so much for this recognition. It really means the world to us.
Thank you, Joey.
Joey, the commissioners are also sponsoring the weather on Sunday, so.
Okay, great. So the moms. All right, great.
Next is Carrie Dotson.
Hello. Thank you all. First, I also want to give a big thank you to the commissioners, to Aaliyah, to Kristen, and to the senior advisory panel. Your commitment and your responsiveness to meeting the needs of seniors is really, truly appreciated by us at Lifeline and by all of our partners. I'd also like to recognize my staff and our many volunteers who work together to provide services to our seniors at Lifeline. We currently have 3 projects that are funded through the Senior Services Levy with the Commissioner's support. Our Volunteer Guardian Program is the court-appointed guardian for over 80 wards. Many of these are seniors who are suffering from Alzheimer's or dementias. This program ensures that they are able to have a trained, trusted advocate ensuring their health and well-being at all times. Without your support and Aaliyah's leadership on developing that program, it wouldn't exist in Lake County, so thank you for that. Our Helping Hands for Seniors is our newest program. It allows our seniors in Lake County, as you said, Commissioner Regovich, to live independently and safely in their own homes as long as possible. That program matches volunteers to help with basic chores, things like laundry and maybe some light yard work, maybe changing light bulbs, things like that can really just help them to stay in their homes longer. In 2024, we had our volunteers donated over 830 hours and completed 772 projects on behalf of our seniors. Finally, we have our 211 hotline. It's available for seniors to call 24/7 with any kind of need that they would have. That we are often referring to things like Lake Tran, the mobile food pantry, and veterans assistance. In 2024, 211 responded to 36,630 incoming inquiries. 38% of those came from senior citizens 60 and older. So I just want to thank you again for your support of our senior programming as well as the services provided by all of our partners.
Thank you. I think that's all we have. Okay.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I just want to applaud and commend all the organizations that I see in the audience today, and for all the work you do on a daily basis to help our older Americans population. And Ben, I have to say, I love the phrase, we're saving dollars and providing more services. I appreciate the work that all of your organizations do to be good stewards of our taxpayer dollars. We are blessed in Lake County, as we've said, to have our levy. Not all counties have that, and I'm thankful that our organizations work together every day, not only to provide those services, but to do it in the most efficient way possible and to expand those services when we can. So kudos and job well done.
Very good. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes. So now it's picture time. Madam Clerk, let's get on to the engineer's office.
All right. In the engineer's office, resolution approving plans and specifications for Harbor Crossing subdivision in Painesville Township.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
In the Utilities Department, resolution approving plans, specifications, and estimates of cost in the amount of $216,430 for Lake Road Force Main Replacement Project number 484S 2024, and advertising for bids for the same, bid opening June 4th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution approving plan specifications and estimates of cost in the amount of $340,000 to $728.30 for sanitary sewers for Harbor Crossing subdivision in Painesville Township, job number 24-54.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution approving plan specifications and estimates of cost in the amount of $377,025 for a water line for Harbor Crossing subdivision in Painesville Township, job number 24-54.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
And Job and Family Services Department, resolution authorizing execution of a sub-grant agreement between the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services and Local Workforce Area 5, Lake County, for the receipt of funds from the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act and other federal workforce-related funds.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
And the Commissioner's Office, resolution rejecting the bids received on April 9, 2025 for the Lake County Probate Court Garage Project for the Lake County Board of Commissioners.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution approving advertising for requests for competitive sealed proposals to conduct a comprehensive strategic planning and needs assessment for senior services in Lake County for the Lake County Board of Commissioners, proposal opening June 11, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. President,
Yes.
I personally have been asking for a study for our senior levy for some time now, so I'm very gratified that the board is moving forward. I think it's critically important as we enter Older Americans Month that we look toward the future and make sure that our senior levy dollars are giving maximum bang for the buck, because there's so much need and we need to make sure we're addressing as much of it as possible, from our senior centers to the Council on Aging, frankly, to the senior who's never gotten any advantage from senior services before because they have been a shut-in or have not had access to transportation. We need to find new ways to reach seniors in need, and a strategic plan is the right way to start. So I'm excited that we'll have our senior advisory panel, the commissioners, and all of us work together to really plan for the future of the senior levy and make sure that Lake County remains Ohio's Florida.
I completely agree. I think along with the strategic plan we're doing for the county, this makes sense. I don't know we have a completed study ever for the seniors.
Yeah, we had one by MCS Consultants early on that really laid some positive groundwork for where we are today. So this will be the second completed study when we're done.
Okay.
And we just finished the community solutions kind of demographic analysis late last year, I believe.
So I think it's well timed with what, all the other things we're looking at. So, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
In the Finance Department, resolution approving payment of bills as listed on the Commissioner's Approval Journal in the amount of $2,014,392.13.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution approving payment of bills to CT Consultants, Inc. as listed on the Commissioner's Approval Journal in the amount of $1,526.40.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Abstain?
Resolution approving purchase orders as listed on the Commissioner's Purchase Order Approval Journal in the amount of $1,287,730.77.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution increasing appropriations for various non-general fund accounts.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Regovich.
Yes.
Resolution transferring appropriations within various general fund accounts.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Plechnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Beveridge.
Aye.
Commissioner Ridovich.
Yes. Okay, this brings us to departmental reports, utilities.
Thank you, Commissioner. Every year, the first week of May is known as Drinking Water Week, and I'd like to invite Patrick Stitz, our Public Service Coordinator, to come up and say a few words on that topic.
So good afternoon, Commissioners. Thank you, Randy. First week of every May is sponsored by the American Water Works Association, the AWWA. They put on Drinking Water Week, and this is unfortunately towards the end of it. Drinking water, sorry, I lost that completely. Drinking Water Week is observed the first full week of May every year. It's designed to recognize the vital role of water that it plays in our daily lives. Drinking water is very important in our everyday lives as we rely on it for drinking, cleaning, cooking, and sanitation. Clean water prevents disease, supports overall well-being, and also supports all of our food systems. A person can survive weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Our drinking water here in Lake County comes from Lake Erie, the smallest of the Great Lakes. We are located on a very rare treasure, having Lake Erie right in our backyards, that provides not only water to us, but also to approximately 11 million other customers in surrounding systems. Lake Erie contains approximately 127 trillion gallons of water, and being part of the Great Lakes, these bodies of water make up not only 95% of the surface freshwater supply for the United States, but also 20% of the global freshwater supply. Those are my two fun facts, in case you guys were wondering. Lake County Department of Utilities, we have two different water plants. One, our eastern plant is located in Painesville Township, and our western plant is in Willoughby. These plants combined produce an average of 13.5 million gallons of water for consumption across 13 communities every day. These treatment plants have 24/7 staff that treat water and protect it from contaminants from the lake to the tap. Our dedicated employees strive to provide the highest quality of water to all of our customers. We have crews that service the water system from water main breaks, service connections, fire hydrants, flushing, and quality control, always staffed and on emergency call. As a department, we acknowledge the hard work and dedication that our water employees provide every day to keep our systems operating and customers enjoying high quality water. So what can you do to help? Conserve water. You can do this by fixing leaks, turning off taps between use, and using water efficient appliances. You can help protect our water source by not dumping chemicals, fewer lawn fertilizers, and more rain barrels. Also, lastly, you can get educated. At the LCDU, we hold open houses for residents and customers to come and learn about our facilities. Our Eastern Water Plant in Painesville Township will be coming up next in our open house schedule for individuals to tour our plant and learn more about our treatment process. In conclusion, I want to leave you with this for Drinking Water Week. Water is life. This week is a reminder to protect and preserve our water for future generations, because every drop counts. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can tell you it's a pet peeve of mine to have any dripping water in my house. And if Mother Nature doesn't water it, neither do I. Job and Family Services.
It's tough to follow that presentation. Couple of things that I wanted to share today. First of all, again, I wanted to also express my gratitude to the commissioners for passing the resolution proclaiming May as Older Americans Month. And I just want to mention on behalf of Job and Family Services, a couple of our staff are here today, that we continue to appreciate the commissioner's support of our Adult Protective Services Division. So thank you. And again, I'm just going to mention that if anyone in the community suspects that an older adult is being abused, neglected, or exploited, they could contact our Child and Elder Abuse Hotline at 440-350-4000 and press number 1 to report their concerns. That's a 24/7, 365-day-a-year hotline. Also, and May must be a really busy month, but I wanted to mention that May is Public Assistance Fraud Awareness Month. So we received some grant funding from the state for our local fraud awareness campaign. So that started in May. So you may see on some of the Lake Tran buses, we have some signs on the buses in the month of May and June promoting fraud awareness. We also have a digital billboard on Route 2 highlighting Fraud Awareness Month, and I would encourage anyone who suspects public assistance fraud, to report that at jfs.ohio.gov/fraud. I believe that concludes my report for today. Thank you.
Thank you. County Administrator.
Yes, good afternoon, Commissioners. Thanks, Summer. I'm going to grab the screen here for my jail report, but I want to first by congratulating Mr. Hackman on Older Americans Month. So, thank you, Dave. I was buying some time here.
Mr. President, I just want to interject that at first, when we saw the white smoke go up, it was just Mr. Hackman taking his smoke break. But now we can confirm that Cardinal Robert Prevost is the first American in history to be named Pope of the Catholic Church, and he will be known as Pope Leo XIV. Given that my confirmation name was Leo, I approve, but we were fooled when Hackman was smoking. I was sure there was a new pope yesterday, but today it is official.
Oh, man, thank you. I'm sure Dave will have a report today, or at least I would if I was him. Thank you, Commissioners. Just wanted to give a brief update, as I have been, on the Sheriff's jail facility. On the screens today, and I think Summer has zoomed in so folks on YouTube could see, this is a live webcam that our design builder, Gilbane, has activated. We have a handful of folks who have access to it. The camera is great for a number of reasons, security being one, for the site, the tools, the folks working, quality control, etc. I can't turn this on during the day because I find myself staring at it and being less productive. But I just wanted to share this with the commissioners, the folks who watch this online, just to see the significant activity and breadth of construction that's currently going on the footprint across from the current jail. What you see there today in the middle of the screen, those are the secure elevator cores that are currently being constructed. At the bottom of the screen, the concrete wall, that is the front basement wall, if you will. It will ultimately be backfilled. They have completed the entire front facade of that foundation wall, and they are currently wrapping around what I'll call the left side of the screen near the juvenile court. You can see there's 2 cranes on site. There's probably 25 to 30 guys and gals out there every day. Oh, that worked out well. Swinging hammers and bringing this facility out of the ground. The view, that worked out perfectly. This is all automated. This is the view of the former Burger King site. So this is our lay down and staging area. You can also see the construction trailers in the top right corner of the site. This is where all the multitude of subs will have their workspaces, if you will. And right in the middle, at the very top of the screen, you'll see a piece of machinery. Yellow, it looks like it's Traco. That will be the location we've talked about. Well, it was the sheriff's garage. And this is another orientation looking towards Judge DeLeon's juvenile court facility. So things are going really well on the site. And I think I cursed us last week or 2 weeks ago, and I said as we come out of the ground, a lot of the unknowns will be figured out. We'll be off to the races. Well, a week ago, about now, we discovered it's called an abandoned well on site. So I want to say special thanks to Ohio Department of Natural Resources who were on site. And as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go to Gilbane's office, and we've got the final steps to the permit to get that plugged and abandoned accordingly, to have a de minimis effect on our timeline, which is great news. So things are progressing absolutely as we would wish, and I'm happy to answer any questions on the project.
Well, I, for one, was like to make a positive out of a negative, and I was going to do an eternal frame through the sheriff's statue in the front, but now that we can't use that abandoned well, apparently, so.
Clarify, that's not my garage for my car.
It's for his boat. That was for sheriff's office supplies and materials. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
I wanted to mention that the next commissioner meeting is scheduled for next Thursday, May 15th at 10 a.m. And also next week, there's a workshop at 10:30.
Thank you. And last but never least, Mr. Hackman.
Commissioner, I'd like to announce I officially had my last cigarette outside that back door about an hour ago. From From now on, I'll be smoking in the boys' room.
Is it white smoke or black smoke?
It's legal.
Okay. Well, it's all legal now. So, thank you. This brings us to old business. Is there any old business come before us? None being seen. Any new business?
Mr. President,
Yes.
some residents have brought it to my attention that Mark Johnson of News 5 has been reporting for some time now that UFOs have been spotted on Lake Erie, particularly in the Mentor area. And so I'm calling on our sheriff to do a thorough investigation. As a border county, I don't care if you're a Canadian or a Martian. You need to be legal to be coming into Lake County, and I want to make sure that if we have any extraterrestrial friends joining us, their paperwork is in order. So let's solve this mystery, and if there are some Martians that are not following the law, I want to see them in the new jail.
Yeah. I'm hoping you can do that with a drone because we can't buy you a helicopter to put in that garage too. Okay.
Mr. President?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take my turn. Mr. Hackman, you'll be pleased to know that for next month, I will be proud to present the plaque to Jason for Bald This Beautiful Month and his, to defend your honor a little bit there, sir. I also want to let you know, let the county know, well, not this part, but the second part. As you guys know, I have a 6-year-old daughter who played flag football for the first time this year. And I assure you there's nothing more intimidating than my baby girl in her Browns jersey with her mouthpiece and spikes and the Ray Skywalker braids installed, ready to play football. With that said, probably a little known fact, but something I want to say, good luck. Girls high school flag football is not yet a sanctioned Ohio High School Athletic Association event. I hope very soon it is, that they get around to doing that. But currently, the girls' high school football leagues are managed by the Browns and the Bengals. There's a Northern Ohio division and a Southern Ohio division. I think this year in the Northern Ohio division, there's something like 60 or 70 teams that signed up and had their regular season conclude this past weekend or 2 weeks ago. And I'm proud to say that the Browns are going to be having the Northern Ohio playoffs. Their bracket has 16 teams from Northern Ohio, 5 of which come from Lake County. So Mentor, Willoughby South, Lake Catholic, Wickliffe, and those Perry Pirates will also be having, we'll have teams. That's going to be Monday, May 12th, down at Brown Stadium. If you have nothing else already on the calendar, or if you'd like to go support girls high school flag football, head on down at 5 p.m. It's a fun tournament. It's across all the fields and everything. And then the winners from the Browns tournament will then take on the winners from the Bengals tournament, and we'll have our state champs. So I just want to say good luck to all those teams next week. So
Couldn't find a good NFL team to sponsor.
what's that?
Couldn't find a good NFL team to sponsor either.
I'm Commissioner Positive. How's that?
Okay. I'll remind you of that later. Okay, this I will entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session for personnel discipline matters with no business to be conducted after.
So moved.
Second.
Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Plutchnik.
Yes.
Commissioner Bevan.